We already understand that Elena has no projectiles, and she uses nitpick, poke, strikes to confuse and to annoy the opponent. What we want to understand is that the best way to use Elena is to utilize all her EX buffers for their use in a sequence throughout the match. Brave Dance is the most desired art that you want to use, but you can use Spinning Beat. And in most cases, I've even used Healing. But for the maximum damage and the maximum gameplay and for the strategy that I'm presenting, you're going to want to use Super Art number 2, Spinning Beat. I'm sorry, that's part 1. Brave Dance. My mistake, Brave Dance, Super Art number 2. Okay, so let's just go into her buffers first. Her regular moves is Mullet Smosh, Scathe Cycle, Rhino Horn, Lynx Tail, and Spinning Lathe. In Third Strike, they would add Lynx Tail, which was not in Second Impact or New Generation. That move is the what we call in breakdance and gymnastics a flare. She's doing a flare, but it's called Lynx Tail. Spinning Lathe is the uppercut kick. Sure, you can motion with a kick. And Mullet Smosh, of course, is the backflip, or what we call in gymnastics a backflip step out with 2 legs, which registers as 2 kicks. Now, we're going to learn how to put these together because this is how we're going to utilize this in gameplay. Now, we want to think of the Chun-Li analogy, which is the crouching medium kick into Hyokusen, Super Art number 2. We're going to learn how to copy that for Elena, except Elena's initial bread and butter is down and medium punch. That down and medium punch into Brave Dance is what's going to catch people every time. If you can learn how to create a good parry game, you can go parry, automatically down, medium punch into Brave Dance if you have the super meter. Getting into the buffers in the EX combos, you're going to always want to connect, which will only connect as down, medium punch into EX Scathe Cycle. Once they're lifted into EX Rhino Horn, you will land before they will, and then EX Spinning Lathe. Now, there's another way you can also do this. Standing Medium Punch, which is her standing double kick, which also adds stun meter to the opponent. If you do standing medium kick, for the first initial reaction, you want to go into EX Scathe Cycle, EX Rhino Horn, EX Spinning Lathe. So, of course, it'll look like EX Spinning Cycle, Rhino Horn, yeah, EX Spinning Lathe. Now, if you want to get fancy and you want to start getting creative, you would like to pick Super Art number 1, which is Spinning Beat, and you can change up the way you actually do the EX buffer. You would do the same thing, crouching, medium punch, EX Scathe Cycle, EX Rhino Horn, and then when you land, go right into Spinning Beat instead of EX Spinning Lathe. You can also do a combo reset, which works for either strategy if you're using Super Art 2, Brave Dance, or Super Art number 1, Spinning Beat. Crouching medium punch or standing medium punch into EX Scathe Cycle, EX Rhino Horn. Now, you're gonna, once you land, the moment you land, you're gonna want to time it correctly to do standing medium punch. This will hit them and reset the combo. You could go into Spinning Beat or Brave Dance, depending what super art you chose. And there you have it, her buffers. Those are the most important buffers in the game. In Second Impact, those buffers existed except for there was no EX Spinning Lathe to finish it off because it wasn't created, so you would go into another EX Rhino Horn. So now for the next ideal. The greatest defense can be your greatest offense. Your greatest offense can be your greatest defense. What you want to learn how to do is start creating a rush down strategy with Elena, which is a series of pokes and kicks and jabs and nitpick strikes that will confuse and of course annoy the opponent who is playing you. But that's the strategy that works for Elena because she has no projectiles. So the idea of going forward, light kick, forward, light kick, forward, medium punch, forward, medium kick, standing, medium kick, forward, medium punch, standing, medium punch, back, hard kick, back, heavy kick. That's what I mean. Standing, heavy punch. Now what this does is you'll get a series of strikes. They don't connect as one. They confuse, stun the opponent, and prohibit them from being able to parry you correctly. Because since Street Fighter 3 is about parrying, you want to create a system where if you're going to rush down your opponent with a series of pokes, grabs, strikes, and so forth, you want to do it in a way where they don't understand what move you're going to do next, so it'll give them a harder time trying to parry you. So, this forward light kick, standing medium punch, forward medium punch, standing heavy kick, this one, sorry, standing medium kick, and so forth, will work towards creating a system of where you can run in and run back, run in and run back. For opponents that you knock down, some of the best movements for Elena is back heavy kick. Now this back heavy kick, she does what we would call in martial arts a jump spinning back hook kick. This jump spinning back hook kick, in most cases when timed right, can stop Shoryukens from Shotokan players. It's an excellent move and it creates excellent stun meter. I use it all the time. In fact, for people that like to dash in a lot, this back heavy kick will stop them because they actually jump into the hook kick. It's an excellent move. Excellent move. I recommend it. I use it all the time during my gameplay strategy. And sometimes I even dash in back heavy kick into that hook kick because it's a different parry time from standing heavy kick, which is just her hook kick in itself. Both of them are hook kicks. One just adds an extra lift. You want to focus on the one that adds the extra lift because it's a slower parry time and not everybody can get that. Create a system between jumping between the two and you'll confuse your opponent all the time. Another strategy that is good with using Elena is be willing to turtle a little. And when I say turtle, I don't mean run away from the match. I'm saying be patient and wait for players to make mistakes and then punish them. Be willing to allow them to find and run after you so that you can parry, throw. You parry, you automatically throw. Or they jump kick, you parry, and then you would press what I recommend, standing medium punch. For her, it's of course the double kick because that's stun meter right there. You want to do as little as possible with Elena because remember, she's moving around and her parry timing is different from the other players and the other characters in the video game. So you want to create a system where you're waiting for the opponent and the opponent's not waiting for you. But if they're waiting for you and you feel that you have the upper hand, then you can always dash in and start creating that rush down. Utilize that crouching medium punch because you can do so much with that. You can do a crouching medium punch into EX Link's tail. EX Link's tail, once again, is the flare breakdance that she does on the floor because that can trip the opponent. Link's tail, EX Link's tail is much harder to parry than regular Link's tail. As you're creating your desired rush down situation with Elena or defensive strategy, especially if you find yourself in a corner, you want to rely on EX Rhino Horn. Sometimes, don't abuse it. I highly recommend EX Mullet Smosh because it's faster and it's a whiff and it pushes the opponent back and lets you have great parry timing to parry all 2 to 3 hits. EX Mullet Smosh. You can even incorporate that in your regular rush down doing light punch, forward medium punch, standing medium kick, forward medium kick, back hard kick, EX Mullet Smosh, EX Mullet Smosh, EX Link's Tail, EX Rhino Horn, and so forth. Keep mindful of your super meter because we want to make sure that we have super so that when you're in a sticky situation, you want to do the Chun-Li strategy. You want to look for the opening of that crouching medium punch breakdance. And there you have it. That is my concept, strategy, mastery of Elena. I've been using her since New Generation. That's all I really play with. And if you have any questions, please do respond to this YouTube video and find me Goddess Fo Sung on the SRK Network.